Welcome back to Minor League Esports, everybody. Puffins versus Ducks, Academy League playoffs here. Sorry about the delay. We were having a couple technical difficulties, but my name is Keebyte. I am here once again with Classy Weasel. How you doing?
I'm doing mighty fine. That was a killer series we had earlier with the Champions League.
Yeah, that was a great series. But tell us a little bit about this one.
Well, this one's, as you said, Puffins versus the Ducks. We've got number 2 seed from the Sapphire Division going up against number 3 from Cobalt. That's not too far apart, and obviously the predictions are going to be a little bit swayed in either direction. We've got about 63% going for the Ducks, the underdogs. But with the roster we've got today, they are looking very powerful indeed. Could swing either way, but with single elimination bracket on the line, they've got to perform to the utmost. They want to advance and move on to the semifinals.
Speaking of the bracket, we actually have that up right now. The winner of this game will go up against the Spartans in the semifinals. And that ought to be a good matchup regardless of which team makes it. But this is going to be a great matchup too. But before we begin and before we get to our league promo, we'd like to remind you that there's only about 20 minutes to sign up for our giveaway for the Power A controller tonight. We have our chatbot going through. Every once in a while, it'll pop up a message. If you scroll through the chat, it'll be there. And it has a link where you can register for that giveaway. And I'm not sure if you registered last night or the night before. I'm not sure if you're going to have to re-register. I will get clarification on that at some point during the stream, so I will let you know. But if you want to register, that is the place to do it. But without further ado, let's get into our promo for where we are going to be playing today. All right, folks, here we go. 3 seconds on the clock. Puffins versus Ducks. Let's get it. Pretty even kickoff as the Ducks are ready to get to it faster, though. Bigglesworth is going for it. Triple S was going for the boost. Bigglesworth tries to flick it over, but Aubrey gets a nice 50-50. Triple S tries to send it out, but it's going to go in, and the Puffins are off to an early lead.
Look at this, just the dunk on the hood. Aubrey I saying, I'm not going to give you any space in midfield. That one goes definitely in his direction, in his favor, and Triple S doesn't expect it coming. Doesn't jump up in time. I don't even think had the boost to be able to go get that one. Just too fast, too high and arching, and in 10 seconds. Man, this first goal that comes out in these series usually takes a while, but that was the fastest one I've seen.
Absolutely. But now the Ducks, they have a chance to respond here as Triple S sends it over to the other side. Lowest effort's going to try and send it back away, but Triple S there to interfere with it. Neutral 50-50 comes out, and Bigglesworth going to try and go for it as well, but Aubrey gets a nice block again. Now going to have the opportunity to send it away. Sends it into the Ducks corner. No shot from lowest effort.
Seems like Aubrey's been practicing those 50-50s. Challenges is so important, especially around midfield. And being able to maintain possession, keep it close to your body, and then able, whenever someone tries to challenge it, be like, no, I'm going to keep this where it's at least win it in your favor and try to get a pass out. That's very crucial at this level.
And there was a pass that was possible, but no one able to clean it up as the Ducks defenders managed to get back in time. Lowest effort going to try and put this into center, but going to get sent away again. Aubrey tries to put another one up, looking for the return, but going to get sent away by Triple S, working the defense. Lowest effort puts it to center. No one's there for it. Bigglesworth sets one. Is that on target? Not quite. Going to get off the side, bounce way up into the air. Ducks ain't able to do anything with it. Now Aubrey has a shot, but Bigglesworth is back already. He's going to send it away.
After that first goal by the Puffins, you think it'd be even out a little bit. You never know with those fluke ones of the first 10 seconds. Kickoff goals don't mean a whole lot as far as team cohesion and what they're going to play in the rest of the game. But it seems like Puffins has taken that energy and moved it into the rest of this game. Ball hanging out along.
Looks like we might have lost Classy Weasel, or that might be my internet, and we might have lost me. I don't know. But Bigglesworth going to pop one down. Aubrey looking to get the save. It's not there. Saying it on the goal line, and lowest effort's going to be able to send it away, but Triple S going to make sure this one gets sent right back in. Aubrey looking for the pass out, and it's going back the other way. Puffins trying to send this away out of their own half. Ducks send it right back in. Triple S ready for that one. Aubrey E going to send it right back away, though. Bigglesworth looking to send this one in. And we're playing ping pong here. Now it's on the Ducks side. Triple S into the corner. Sends it away again. It's for the pass on Bigglesworth, but not quite there. He's just a little bit far behind for that one. Aubrey sets this one past Bigglesworth, but no one is there to receive it. Triple S sends it away. Lowest effort's unable to get there. Opportunity coming in now for the Ducks. Bigglesworth tries to set it up for himself. He's unable to finish it off, though. This one's going to roll center. Triple S sends it up in the air. Aubrey's there. I'm going to send it away again into their own corner. Lots of ping pong. These two teams are very evenly matched, and it looks like the fans were right to be kind of divided on this one, with the most divided match of the night. The Ducks, though, behind as opposed to the fans' predictions. Lowest effort now sets this one back upfield. It's not on target, as both of the Ducks were overcommitted just a little bit on that one. Bigglesworth sets this one over lowest effort. 2v1 now. If he can get it to across, he gets it across, but just a little bit fast. Now the Ducks are going to have to reset against a fully set up Puffins defense. Lowest effort gets the send away. Triple S got a demo. They're going to look for to pay off that demo. Triple S sets it up, but Aubrey's there off the miss from lowest effort, but gets sent back in by Bigglesworth. The Ducks even it up with 1 minute remaining. You can see Aubrey E flick this one out just to the side. Bigglesworth was ready for that, though, as he was getting boost. And that's how that gets evened up. Golden goal territory here. Neutral kickoff, but the Ducks are ready to receive that one. Triple S sends it in. Puffins, nice dunk by Bigglesworth, but can't do anything with it in the end. Triple S goes to flick it out to center, but Aubrey gets the ball. Aubrey's going to dribble it over into the other side. Gets a demo one to Triple S on the pass. No! Lowest effort not able to do anything with that, as now Triple S gets a 50-50. Wins it. Lowest effort. Last one back for them. Going to try and get it away. There it goes. Bigglesworth flicks this one into center, looking for Triple S, but Aubrey comes up and makes the save. Going to try and send this one in, but Triple S sends it back away. Lowest effort sets this one back out. Triple S at center. Lowest effort sets this one back in. Can Bigglesworth get the save? Can't quite get there. And that'll be possibly a golden goal for the Puffins with 18 seconds left. Lowest effort got a beautiful shot in there. Bigglesworth was the last one back and couldn't quite get the angle on it. Puffins going to go out to a 1-goal lead. Can the Ducks? Bigglesworth looking to do something with this. Can't do anything with it. Triple S sends this one away. They're going to have to respond to this pretty quick, though. Aubrey looking for it. Bigglesworth sets it up. Lowest effort sends it away. Aubrey looking to keep it off of him. Bigglesworth can't do anything with it, and the Puffins are going to take game number 1 in a very, very close one.
All right, if I'm aware, I think I'm back. I apologize for being absent there for a second, but I still got to see most of the match. And Puffins pulling out a close one there. It seemed like they had momentum. But Ducks able to battle back, bring it within 1, but alas, Puffins still able to get the win. They're on the higher seed, but Ducks have the favor as far as the majority of us went. But throughout that whole match, I just want to see a little bit more aggression from the Ducks. I can't speak a whole lot on it. I'm going to hear a little bit from you, Kiga, about what you thought the Ducks need to fix going into game 2.
Well, the Ducks had a lot of opportunities, but as we saw with the last game, it's just that one of their team members wasn't there when they really, really needed to be. And if they can manage to improve on that one and improve the offensive rotations and make them a lot faster, they'll be a lot better off. So if they can work on that, they're going to be in a much better position.
Yeah, speed of play is so very important. We get the quarterfinals of playoffs. We're going to weed out those people who played a little bit slower, because setting the pace and then keeping up with it, something you want to do on both sides of the ball, whether you have it or whether you're trying to obtain it from the defensive side. But either way, if you can set pace or at least keep it whenever you're playing defensive or a little more conservative, that's going to mean you can hang in there with these higher seeded teams and advance throughout the standings.
Yeah, and that's what both these teams are going to have to do. Is we are getting ready for game number 2 here. Puffins up to a 1-game advantage. Bigglesworth Not able to get much on that kickoff, and here we go. We're off to the races again, though. The Ducks retrieve this one, as they have been on the kickoffs the whole time. Aubrey, though, looking to take advantage of the missed touch from Bigglesworth, but can't do anything with it. Bigglesworth flicks it over lowest effort. It's going to roll in front of net. Aubrey sends it away. Triple S is there, ready to go for it. Lowest effort going to send it back. It's rolling in front of net, though. This could be dangerous. Gets a second touch, and Bigglesworth can't do anything with it.
I think lowest effort realizes he could take a second touch in the air, but Aubrey wanted to call him off. He was able to get the touch, but wasn't too productive with it. Just because you can touch it, it would be cool aerial. Doesn't mean it's the best choice, especially hanging out in your half, even close to your box. Can be often dangerous, so they need to be careful next time they have that kind of possession in their half.
Absolutely. Lowest effort tries to send this one in for Aubrey, but Aubrey's all the way back already. Sometimes getting those passes in is not the right idea if you have a teammate that's all the way back. You need to communicate that one before the pass happens. Triple S tries to send this one upfield, but lowest effort puts it back into the Ducks' corner. Bigglesworth can't get there. Triple S now working this ball upfield. Open net opportunity here. Triple S sees it, but it's going to go off the post. Bigglesworth coming in to try and clean it up, and he will. Ducks go out to a 1-0 lead.
Such a necessary cleanup as well. SSS not able to clean that up as cleanly as he wanted, thinking low effort was right on his tail, but Bengals able to maintain composure, see where that ball was going to bounce off, and put it right on the outside of the two defenders in net. And Ducks, for the first time in this series, take the lead.
They do, in fact. Now Bigglesworth going to try and send something in. But lowest effort sends it right back away, and lowest effort continuing to play an excellent defensive game. Sets this one in, looking for his teammate, but Aubrey's not there. Bigglesworth now trying to get a dribble. Tries to maybe fake out the Puffins a little bit, thinking he was going to go for it and to give it to Triple S, but unable to do anything with it. Lowest effort now sets this one up for Aubrey, but Aubrey didn't go for it. Triple S now going for that. Double commit by the Ducks on defense. This could be dangerous if they can't get set up, but they are now. Bigglesworth in the net, gets the save from lowest effort. Lowest effort reads it, gets the pass back in. Aubrey can't get there in time as Triple S sends it away.
This is great on both sides of the field. I mean, Puffins putting some danger shots, testing the defense of the Ducks, saying, hey, can you block these shots? They're going to be powerful, and they're going to come one after another. But Puffins, or rather the Ducks, able to maintain composure, stay strong, keep grounded whenever they need to. But that one placed right behind the defender, couldn't backflip in time, and lowest effort, able to put a threatening one and tie it up for his team right at halftime.
There it is, the rebound off the wall. Triple S unable to do anything with it. He's hanging out in the middle of the net. And as you said, going into halftime, we are all tied up again. Puffins win this kickoff, but the Ducks again are ready to get a hold of it, and Mr. Bigglesworth going to get a flick. Lowest effort not ready for that one.
Yeah, that's some awareness right there. Mr. Bigglesworth seeing he had possession, knowing that lowest effort was using power slide, trying to back up, get ready for a defensive play, but not pushing him fast enough. Give that much space to one of the Ducks, they're going to take advantage, put a powerful shot on net. If you're grounded, not ready for that pre-jump and closing off those angles, you're not going to be able to save those.
Exactly. Bigglesworth sets this one up, a floater for lowest effort. Lowest effort sets it back towards net. Triple S gets there just in time, going to send it into his own corner. But the Puffins, they're going to look to continue this. Aubrey gets a pass off the wall, but lowest effort's not there to do anything with it. Now, lowest effort is going to try and set this one up for Aubrey. Triple S is there, though, and going to get the save off of what would have been a goal from lowest effort. Now it's back into the Puffins side. Lowest effort trying to get some offensive momentum going here, but the Ducks doing an excellent job of cutting it off in midfield. Triple S sends it back in. Ping pong now. Both these teams trying to find an advantage off the backboard because it could be an opportunity for Aubrey, but Triple S sends it back away. Lowest effort setting it back up. Aubrey's there, but another save by Triple S. Bigglesworth come in and try and do something about this, but Triple S does send it away. Aubrey's there, doesn't get the flick, and Triple S is going to put the Ducks up 2.
Man, the Puffins knowing they're down and trying to push so much, being so aggressive that Aubrey not seeing Triple S there. He had boost even. He could have challenged that right at Triple S, maybe get a 50-50 or even just sit in net. Try to do something with that. Instead, not realizing the presence of the Ducks right on his back. Lets another one in, and that's going to be a security goal for the Ducks.
And there's the security goal gone already. His lowest effort going to take advantage of the kickoff bounce. That was a nice read, too, from lowest effort. So Puffins going to keep the Ducks within sight, at least.
Yeah, he had to beat out that defender coming, barreling down on him. And he gets the touch right around him, and that means they're staying right in it, wanting to bring it a little bit closer. They did win the first game. See if they can bring the second one and maybe have the opportunity for a sweep. But these two teams are so close. I'm thinking we're going to go to Game 5.
We could see a Game 5 here. But now Puffins trying to make offensive happen, but the Ducks are just doing an excellent job of making sure that it goes into the Puffins side more often than their own. Something they've been good at this whole game. Now sent back into the Puffins half. Less than a minute remaining. Puffins have to get something going here. Lowest effort goes up for this one. Sets it over into the Ducks side, but Triple S there to interfere with it. Aubrey's has this one red, dead on it, but gets a poor touch. Lowest effort sends us back into their corner. And now the Ducks have an opportunity to put the nail in the coffin, finish it off. Aubrey, though, sends it back into the Ducks side. Looking for the pass off the wall. Triple S interferes with it. Lowest effort going to send it back in. Aubrey's there for it. Fakes out the Ducks, but Triple S gets a nice save.
Ooh, that one was just soft enough. Aubrey couldn't get enough power on it. Halfway in the net is that ball. Triple S able to barely get back in time.
All these opportunities. Lowest effort there.
There it is. Lowest effort. It was about time. Puffins were pushing them so hard. You got 30 seconds left. You got to try everything. Aubrey barely missing that one. But great effort there. Not lowest. That seemed like the highest effort for me. I mean, you got 14 seconds left. You need to tie this one up if you want to make it to overtime. They do just that.
They will, in fact. 14 seconds remaining. We could still see a golden goal here. This could be it. Bigglesworth, though, off target. It's up in the air. This is still dangerous for the Puffins. Triple S puts one in.
They needed that one. What a turnaround. Ducks had to hold that lead. Couldn't quite do it in the last few seconds, but they said, hey, if we got to score another one in 6 seconds, we might as well do it right now. Not worry about overtime. Triple S secures that one. Still possible for the Puffins to come back, but it seemed like they built up that offensive pressure for quite a while to get that third goal. I don't know if they can do it here.
Bigglesworth just plenty happy to let this one roll onto the ground and let the Ducks take a 1-1. And yeah, these teams very, very even.
I mean, keeping it close. We had a 1-goal differential in the first game and 1-goal differential here as well. Ducks taking this one, of course, above the Puffins, contrary to last time. But I talked about a Game 5, and if you look at the bracket we saw earlier throughout the entire Academy League, throughout the playoffs, we haven't seen a Game 5 yet. It's gotten 3-1 before, a few sweeps, but not a Game 5. Haven't made it 3-2. But if there's any two teams to make it that far, it's going to be these two. Battle back and forth. You never know which way it's going to swing. At least in the quarters. Right. Yes, of course. Semifinals haven't been played yet. You never know what can happen. But so far, these two teams seem like the closest we've seen play here.
Yeah, absolutely. The Ducks absolutely battling back for game number 2. They kind of dominated that game, to be honest.
The Ducks did seem quite a bit of pressure. Puffins right there at the end, I'd say, owned it until the Ducks were able to get the lead. That was kind of a fluke goal, I'd say. I mean, obviously they did work for that one and set it up perfectly. But the Puffins were pushing that whole last minute, made sure they get that equalizing goal at the 14th second. It didn't mean anything, evidently. But if they can keep that pressure throughout the whole 5 minutes, not just the last minute knowing they're down, I think they can not only get the lead, but pile on a few more to make it a little easier and less stressful toward the end of the game.
Let's hope. Let's hope. All right, but we're ready to start game number 3 here. As these two teams, they're going to try and go up to a match point with this one. Kickoff is in. Ducks win it. Bigglesworth looking to get a nice quick shot, but look, lowest effort, make sure that doesn't happen.
You want to start off fast. That's what Puffins were trying to do there, denying and maybe even get a clear on the other end. But a ping-pong start is exactly what I would expect. These two teams with booming clears.
Bigglesworth almost cheated one away from the Puffins. But here we go. The Puffins now on offense. Aubrey sets this one in. One man to beat. Bigglesworth can't get the touch perfectly. And lowest effort takes advantage.
Well, I mean, Aubrey pretty much had this goal. It was mostly in the way. Bingles tried to clear that one, instead throw it right into Aubrey. Lowest effort, securing it. I mean, getting the last touch. Definitely did steal it, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Kickoff again. Puffins win it. Now they're actually going to take control of this one. Aubrey Rolling this along the wall, looking for a pass. Lowest effort goes for the shot, but saved by Triple S. Another shot in from Aubrey, but goes off the top bar, and that one's going to go off the top bar and in. So lowest effort going up with 2-0.
I mean, we didn't see it in the replay, but I was confused. Triple S trying to clear this one not above his box, but right across his net. Very dangerous. It was challenged by Aubrey, kept in his box, and then it eventually resulted in a goal. Not the kind of clear you want. You want to clear it the other way, or at least a little bit higher. So I think composure is going to be a big thing after that narrow win in the second game. They need to transition that and make sure Puffins don't run away with this one.
Oh, that's a feels bad moment. Triple S going to send this one in for lowest effort. Lowest effort with a hat trick now. But yeah, Triple S, I'm not sure if this was going to go fully in. I think it might have actually gone crossbar and out, or sorry, upright and out.
Yeah, that one would have been close. Whenever it hits the side wall, especially rolling, you never know which way it could go in. Got to try to defend it. That one went in, unfortunately. We've seen it earlier today. That's just part of the defense. If it has any possibility of going in, you have to make that defensive play. But alas, this is the biggest lead we've seen out of either of these teams. Puffins not quite running away with it. They still got a lot of time on the clock. Ducks have time to get back into this one, but Puffins definitely coming out strong and capitalizing off of quite a few defensive mistakes.
Yes, they are. Lowest effort goes up for that one. Can't do anything with it, though, as it's sent away by Triple S. Triple S flicks it over Aubrey. Mr. Bigglesworth looking to set this one up. Not there, but it gets pinched away. Triple S is back and manages to get a hold of that one before it goes in. Sets this one up towards center, looking to finish it off himself. Sets it up for Mr. Bigglesworth instead. Bigglesworth takes the shot in, but lowest effort gets a nice save all over the court tonight.
Ooh, that one's going to want back Mr. Bigglesworth, shooting it right at the defender. Would have placed it elsewhere since the defender was grounded, but definitely going to get more opportunities where that one came from. But right now it's at the yellow side, the blue getting an offensive push here like we've seen throughout the night.
Exactly. Triple S gets a block on that shot. Sets this one up. Mr. Bigglesworth is on the other side. Lowest effort can't quite finish that one. Aubrey sets this one up for lowest effort, who sends it over to Aubrey again. Aubrey looking for it, but not there. Off the wall, it's set up for a Triple S. Lowest effort is there and sends it into their own corner. Aubrey now going to look for this to take. Slows it down a little bit, looking to get the juke onto Biggles, which Aubrey does. Beats Triple S. And lowest effort with an excellent shot. That's a hashtag POTW nomination there.
Beautiful. Reading this one right off the corner, knowing exactly where it was going to go. Defender had no option, had to go up and challenge it, but lowest effort, when you place it that well and beat him that quickly, you can't defend it. Well, good shot by lowest effort. Gets the fourth goal for the Puffins. Not going to mean a whole lot as long as they don't give up too many. But you talked about at the end of game 2, maintaining that speed and controlling the pace of the game. And I'm seeing it right here. Puffins turning it around. We saw Aubrey taking it slow in their own half, slowing down the game, knowing they just need to survive, but also maintaining possession, beating each other out, and just
There's
scoring.
Another one.
Oh, my goodness. Over and over.
This is just a long one here as Triple S doesn't get the touch that they wanted. And lowest effort going to shoot this one from past midfield. So Puffins up 5-0 with less than 2 minutes left. It's not looking good for the Ducks in this game number 3.
Not the kind of turnaround they wanted. Able to squeak out one of the wins and then right back at it. I talked about how close these games were. And of course, they had to make it a 5-0 differential. I mean, we should talk about how lopsided it is, and it's going to be the closest games you've ever seen.
Oh, yeah. This is super lopsided.
Oh, yeah, totally. Wink,
maybe
wink.
now the Ducks will come back. No, I'm kidding. The Ducks won't come back. Just kidding.
Oh, right. They can hear us.
Yeah. Bigglesworth going to set this one up for Triple S, but it's going to get sent right back into their net. I don't think Biggles is going to be able to get to that. He won't. Aubrey will make sure it finishes, and that's 6 up for the Puffins.
Hey, yep, we talked about just maybe slowing down a little bit, knowing you had the lead, but it doesn't seem like Puffins are doing much of that. Maintaining pressure, offense, making those clears turn into goals. Aubrey able to get his first of this game. Not meaning a whole lot for his team, but morale is huge, and Ducks want to put at least one on the board. We'll see if they get shut out here, able to turn something around. It's all about looking forward into that next game.
Yeah,
Oh
this is
my,
all
what
about. Oh wow, that was a nice
that one,
redirect.
dang.
Lowest
Look at
effort
that.
sets this one up perfectly. That's a nice, perfect setup for Aubrey.
If you can make those things happen in the upcoming games, I'm not sure if it's the Ducks conservative or just lack in defense on this game, but if you can make those kind of plays happen later on, especially when you're not just leading by a lot, but when it's close, maybe even tied up in the games that matter here in a bit, then that's going to be the offense you want to transition into. And stuff we talked about they needed to change, but they're doing that right here. It all depends on if they can make it happen for just one more game, because after this one, they're going to be up 2-1 in the series, looking to punch their ticket to the semifinals.
There, Bigglesworth is going to get at least one for the Ducks. There's a Brazil. Can we finish a Brazil here?
There it is, the Brazil. Doesn't matter if you finish, as long as you get it. And I'm happy. I mean, Ducks probably are not happy, but they didn't get the shutout, so I say Mr. Bigglesworth, well done.
That's all about morale. You know, you got to get that one going into game number 4. You got to get that one just to tell yourself, okay, we can battle back against these guys.
Definitely right now, the Ducks are looking for, hey, let's put another one in, not end on the Brazil, and maybe a little morale, saying, yeah, this Puffins defense isn't unstoppable. We can find some holes, take advantage of them, even if they're playing a little bit more relaxed. Still means a lot for the next few games. Ducks needing to come back. Winning the next 2 straight is their only hope of advancing.
Yep. And the Puffins, they're looking for another one, but there it is. We're going to finish off of Brazil finally in the playoffs.
I called it. I didn't get cursed that time.
You did. The Puffins pull out game 3, excuse me, and they will go up to a match point, leading the series 2-1. But what can the Ducks do to prevent that scoreline again?
Well, we talked about it a lot right there at the end. A lot of time. Once they went to about 4 to 5 goals, we knew the game pretty much over unless the Ducks could make a huge turnaround. We all have those kind of games. We saw it previously. I'm sure people watching here have seen a lot of Rocket League series be very close, and then one just seems to be very lopsided. It's not like either of the teams have suddenly increased in skill level or just totally like pooped out or anything. The Ducks and the Puffins both are maintaining pressure, and there at the end they played a lot better. But you just have one-off games. The Puffins seem to be popping off there, especially lowest effort, just being exactly where he needed to be when he needed to be there. And the Ducks not quite finding that chemistry that they need to. So getting back in the group is going to be huge, and I think we're not going to see another lopsided game hereafter.
No, I don't think so. The Ducks, they can come back. We all know that Triple S and Bigglesworth are capable of coming back into these games pretty quickly. So we're going to have to see what they do. And as a reminder, it is after 9, so we will have the giveaway results coming shortly. But we want to finish up the series first. So game 4, Puffins can take it here with a win. And here we go, off to the races. Puffins win this kickoff, but Triple S is there to receive it. Lowest effort puts it back into his own corner. Triple S setting it back up for his teammate. Aubrey can't quite do anything with that, and sent away by lowest effort off of a combination of touches there, I think.
Yeah, he needed to get back fast on that one. Aubrey caught in his own corner, realizing there was no one else to help him out.
Oh, that was a beautiful pass.
Couldn't quite get there in time, but he makes up for lowest effort.
There it is.
He seems to be all over the field, both in the previous game and this one. He wasn't able to finish this one off, but able to bounce it off the sidewall. But then the pass from Aubrey and rotate around so quickly. That defense from the Ducks is hard-pressed to defend something like that.
Absolutely, and the Puffins will go up to a 1-0 lead with less than 30 seconds elapsed. Puffins win that one again, but Bigglesworth is there to get a hold of it. Aubrey sets this one to center, but Triple S is there to deal with it. Sending it back upfield, lowest effort there to interfere with it in mid. Aubrey's already back to defend against this push. Gonna look to get the clear here. Triple S was looking for the bump onto Aubrey. But Bigglesworth gonna try and send this one. Lowest effort there, ready on the wall for that one. Sets it up for Aubrey. Aubrey's there, but the pinch off of Triple S. Make sure that won't go in, but that does, as Aubrey gets a nice recovery goal.
That was, and knew he had to pop that one high, seeing that the defender Biggles was grounded, so he waits for the bounce, pops it right over, and Biggles, instead of rotating in net, tries to challenge, knowing he couldn't get to the ball first, has to sit outside of his box, and that's not an ideal position to block a shot like that. Meaning Puffins, once again, go up 2-0. This is not the story Ducks wanted to see because it looks a lot like Game 3.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the Ducks, they're going to have to come back here, and it looks like they are starting to put some offensive pressure in. Bigglesworth trying to get some offensive production for them. Triple S can't quite get there in time. That was almost another blown save for the Ducks, but it didn't go in. Lucky for them. Aubrey puts us into the Ducks corner, looking for another one. The net is open, and their lowest effort comes in to clean it up. So they'll go up 3-0 with less than 3.5 to go.
And that was Biggles overcommitting a bit, tried to challenge it, but thinking that his teammate Triple S would be back to defend in case he missed. But instead, the demo opened it wide, and Puffins able to slowly center it and then just punch it home. Just a fairly routine play, but being able to get out those key defenders with fakes and demos is what really opens it up.
Exactly, and that's going to go off the upright. Almost went in. That would have been nice for the Ducks to get some momentum going, but right now the momentum entirely in favor of the Puffins. Lowest effort cuts that one off at midfield. Bigglesworth can't quite get there to finish that one off either, but Triple S is there to get the save. Aubrey now into the Puffins corner. Rolling down the wall. Gets a touch past Bigglesworth, but Triple S is there to receive it. And Triple S going to start sending this back up the Puffins' way. Puffins pinch it over into the Ducks' corner. Bigglesworth gets the touch away as well, and the bump from Triple S ensures no one's going to be there to get a hold of it.
That was very smart.
Yes.
Ducks seeing that they need to get a big clear, knowing that every time that they try to get it at midfield, there's always a Puffins player there to play it back. But demoing, bumping, whatever you need to get that player waiting for the ball that you're going to hit out of the way, it's going to be a huge part if the Ducks want to get that first goal to start this comeback.
But just as you say that,
why does this happen to me? Only me.
Aubrey sets this one up beautifully for lowest effort, and lowest effort's there. So is Aubrey. A bit of a double commit there, but it works out in their favor.
See an opportunity to capitalize on it. 4-0 once again. Puffins. Seems like almost the same game as last time. The Ducks still have a lot of time, just about halftime, which means every goal scored previously can be scored the other way. So Ducks shouldn't count themselves out yet.
Puffins set one up for Aubrey. Lowest effort now. Looking to set one up for Aubrey again. Triple S is back. Lowest effort almost got another nice redirect goal, but Aubrey sets this one and set one in, but gets blocked away. Now we're back on the Puffin side as the Ducks trying to get something going. Triple S sets this one off the back wall. Aubrey's there to receive it, flicks it over Bigglesworth, but Triple S there to receive that one. And lowest effort sets this one over the midfield line. Aubrey looking for the redirect, a little bit off, but Bigglesworth is there anyway. And now Bigglesworth is going to try and send this one in, but no, Triple S is actually going to take it. Lowest effort gets the save. Is anyone back for this shot? Yes, they are. Aubrey's going to clear this one away into the Ducks' third.
And Ducks can't seem to get any offense going. We're just about approaching the final minute. They're down by 4, not looking very hopeful. They're trying to get out of their own half, and Puffins just isn't letting it happen.
No, they aren't. And the Puffins, they're going to make sure it doesn't happen. They're trying to keep this on the Duck side as long as possible. But they're not slowing down at all. They're just pushing this as many times, as hard as they can. But now the Ducks have an opportunity to score something here and get something going. Aubrey sets this one away, but set right back up by Bigglesworth. Bigglesworth going to look for the touchdown, but Aubrey sends it away. Lowest effort goes for it too, but can't quite get the touch. Triple S is there, going to roll it up the wall, but not exactly the touch he wanted. Bigglesworth can't clear this one out either, and lowest effort and Triple S get into 50-50. Neutraled out to the other side, and that's exactly what the Puffins want to see. Time ticking down. The Ducks, they're going to need something insane here.
And the last 20 seconds looking all but impossible. Ducks not going to be able to do it. 10 seconds, I'm calling it here. Puffins taking out the Ducks. Although Ducks were favored slightly, that's going to be the nail in the coffin right there. Might as well pad the stats. That's the fourth goal for lowest effort. But as I was saying, the 3-1 victory, of course, I called Game 5, and we didn't go to Game 5. Had to happen. But mark my words, okay? There's going to be a Game 5 here in Academy League playoffs. I guarantee it. Semifinals or conference finals, it's going to happen.
Well, we might see it next one, as we have, I believe, our next matchup is in another Academy League matchup, and it is the Tyrants and Rhinos. So we might see a Game 5 there coming up. But the Puffins will take this one in a 3-1. And that was a good series for the first two games.
Definitely. First two games. If good is referred to as close, then yeah, I would agree with you. They were 1 point margins coming down to even the last few seconds, as we saw in game two. But the previous few, I still think they were good games. Puffins able to come out with something we hadn't seen the whole series in these past two, able to get a shutout in this last one, especially. Maintaining pressure and speed, just controlling the pace. Ducks couldn't keep up with them, couldn't even get it out of their own half. That pressure is going to buckle and break, and Puffins do it 5 times in this case. But regardless, Puffins able to take the victory. They're going to move on to the semifinals and play the Spartans. We're going to see that next week, and they're happy to move on. Well done to both of these teams.
Yeah, absolutely well done. So Puffins, as you said, we'll be moving on to the semis next week, but that'll be all for us today. Kalasi will be giving way to two other casters, Hunted and Sleegy. Will be bringing you the final two matchups of the night, and we will have the giveaway for you after this upcoming break. But it was nice casting with you, Classy.
It was nice classing. Yeah. It was nice classing. That's what I call it. Classy Weasel casting. It's called classing. So if you enjoyed classing with me as well, Kiga, I appreciate it. Had a good time meeting you, casting with you as well.
Sounds good to me. All right, everybody. We'll be back in just a few minutes for our next Academy League matchup. Tyrants versus Rhinos. Don't go away.